Hi, welcome to Bennett Depot. We're going to take you on a tour of Bennett Depot so that you can see what we're all about over here at this location. And this is a little yellow building that's hard to kind of tell where we're standing, but it's behind Bennett Elementary School on the property of the school. And we're in a partnership with Friendship ISD at this location. And we also run the after-school program inside Bennett Elementary School at this location. So just to give you an idea where this is, if you look this way, this is the bus lane around the back of the school, right in front of us here. And off over here, you can actually see the back side of Discovery Depot. That's how close we are from Bennett Depot to Discovery Depot. So we're real close. 101 Donald Preston Drive is our address here. And so this is the main entry door into our building. We have another door over here, which is basically for an emergency exit only. We ask that parents all come in this door right here. And again, we have a keypad entry, not the same keypad as what we have at Discovery Depot, but also a keypad entry for a secure entrance. So let's go in. Okay, and here we are inside Bennett Depot, and we have to take our shoes off because again, this is COVID-19 and we are trying to cut down on germs in our buildings, and so removing shoes when we come in. And unfortunately right now at both of our locations, parents are not allowed into our buildings unless they have a reason to come into the building. We are taking children directly from the parents in the mornings out in the parking lot, bringing them in, and then taking the parents directly back out to them in the afternoon. So kind of handy for parents. But basically when you come in, this front area here is obviously the desk. This is Miss Kimberly's desk. Miss Kimberly's been with Discovery Depot for almost 3 years now, and she's our director here. She does an awesome, amazing job running Bennett Depot. And Miss Aaliyah is over here as well as our assistant director, helping her. We have a sink here. Believe it or not, this is not considered a hand washing sink. It's a dishwashing sink, which licensing makes us differentiate between the two. And so it's a dishwashing sink. So we don't have a handy way to wash hands the minute we walk in the door here, but we just go right around the corner into the restrooms and we can wash hands right there. This is our Big Centers area right here. Very similar to Discovery Depot. We decided to set up an area where the kiddos can come in the morning at drop off, and they have a place to play in Big Centers, and so that's what this is for. Again, also if it's bad weather out, they have a place to come over here and play and not have to be stuck in their rooms all day long. Our rooms here are divided by bookcases and bookshelves and toy shelves and things, because this is not considered part of a classroom that we're in right now, but as soon as we walk around here, we're now in a classroom. And this is our 3-year-old class. 3-year-old class here is taught by Miss Cherry. Cherry has been with Discovery Depot for several years now. She does an amazing job with our 3-year-olds. And they each have their own cubbies here, places to keep their things. We have all sorts of puzzles and toys and games, and these are their spots where they sit on when they have calendar time, and they each have their tables that they sit at. Lots of fun things to play with in here in our 3-year-old class. And so one thing that I didn't talk about when we were over at Discovery Depot is I didn't talk about our curriculum, and I didn't tell you all about Texas Rising Star. So Texas Rising Star is sort of an accreditation program that's run through Texas Workforce Solutions, and it's voluntary. Centers do not have to apply to become Texas Rising Star locations, but we have done that at all of our locations, which we have a total of 5 locations. Discovery Depot, Bennett Depot, which is where we're at, and then we run the after-school program at a total of 4 friendship schools, Bennett being one of them, which means we have 3 other locations at Crestview, at Oak Ridge, and at Upland. And so we're excited to have those after-school programs. And all 5 of those locations are Texas Rising Star locations. And so they give you a star level. All of our locations are 3-star locations out of 4, except for Discovery Depot, which is a 2-star location, however, is supposed to be increased to a 3-star location They were actually coming to do that increase in March, and because of COVID-19, they weren't able to. So we're still waiting on that. But this is a 3-star location here. Basically, it lets parents know that we go above and beyond minimum standards. We don't do the very minimum that we're required to by the state, by child care licensing. We do more than that. And so one of the ways that we do more is through our curriculum. Teacher interactions is another way. Nutrition is another way. Our teacher staff training and experience is another way. We give more training than what is required by the state. So there's 5 different areas, and I'm having a hard time remembering the 5th one right now. But you know, lots of different ways that we go above and beyond. The 5th one I remember is our play environment. So we have lots of real objects in our centers. You're going to see over here in our home living center, there's a real blow dryer. It's missing its cord, obviously, so it's safe. But you know, the kiddos might want to play with that. They might want to play with a real cell phone. They might want to play with a real oven mitt or a real apron. And it helps them make that home and school link, that connection. That these aren't just toys that they're playing with. They see these things and they say, oh, we have one of those at home in my mom's kitchen, or my dad uses one of those. And they can make that connection to home that way. So back to our curriculum, we because we're Texas Rising Star, Texas Rising Star bought us all new curriculum for all of our classrooms, and it's called Frog Street curriculum, and it is research based. It links back to what the state standards are for Texas school readiness. It is very well researched, awesome curriculum that we're so excited to provide, and it starts with our infants and goes all the way up. And so every room has that Frog Street curriculum in it. So again, let's move this way, and we will go into our hallway area, which joins these rooms together. We have boys and girls restrooms here, and we come on in this way, and let me turn on the light. This side of the portable encompasses 2 more classrooms for us. So this is a classroom here, which is where our 1 and 2-year-olds are at. It's really kind of divided up into 1s being on one side and 2s being on the other side, but they can go back and forth a little bit. The 1s are usually back here, where they have a feeding table. They have actually a couple of portable hand washing sinks back here to make sure that they're following good hand hygiene. We have a changing table here. They have their toys. They have their cubbies. These are their cubbies right here, where they can keep things. And then we have our gate that divides these rooms. And we go into what we normally use as our 2-year-old room here. Again, they have cubbies for their things, a diaper changing station, and their hand washing sink is right over here. We have a refrigerator in here. Great space, lots of windows, lots of light in here. And if you go this way, we go into our infant room. And the infant room is divided into 2 parts as well. Kind of a play area and their sleeping area. And their sleeping area is back here with their cribs. Just like Discovery Depot, every crib is labeled with the child's name on it. And those crib sheets are changed at least once a week or more often if they're soiled. We have our high chairs for feeding. We set those up when we need them at feeding time, and then we fold them up and put them out of the way. You know, lots of great spaces for the babies to hang out in here. We have a whole assortment here of boppy pillows, swings, you know, lots of different fun things to play with. They have their diaper changing station up here, and their hand washing sink as well. So we are following good hygiene everywhere. Of course, during this time with COVID-19, we're washing hands even more often than normal, and so it's good. I forgot to show you back in the back, right back here, past our cribs. We use that area that was a closet. We've taken the door off of that, and we have some kind of private areas for moms to go back there with a rocking chair and nurse. And so, you know, we have some nursing moms that like to come in during the day and nurse their babies, and so they have a private place to do that. I think that's pretty much all. Oh, I want to show you the playground. So we're going to stop this video real quick, and then we'll go outside and show you the playground. All right, and welcome back. We're going to finish out our tour of Bennett Depot with the playground. This is where our youngest ones play. Our 1 and 2 year olds play on this playground out here, and our infants, they have another area through the gate back here where they can play. Lots of toys and ride-ons and balls and sandbox and things for them to do back here. And then our 3-year-olds actually get to play on this playground here, which is really awesome. It's the kindergarten playground for the school, for Bennett Elementary. And so we take turns. We are never out here at the same time as the kindergarten or pre-K students from inside the school. So we have our own recess times, but they get to play on this equipment. We are limited by child care licensing that they are not allowed to go across this platform and down the big slide. They have to just stay on the steps and the small slide down here. So we make sure to enforce that rule. We let them bring the tricycles and the ride-ons over here and ride on the sidewalks, and you know, they love to play in the rocks and all sorts of fun stuff. So you may have noticed I'm wearing a shirt that says Earn Your Stripes, and it has our logos on the back for Discovery Depot and Bennett Depot. We have Friday shirts, and today happens to be a Friday, and so every year we get new Friday shirts and encourage the parents to buy those for their kiddos at the beginning of the school year and wear those on Fridays throughout the year so that we're all kind of have a good team spirit going. We try to support the Friendship Tigers. We don't say anywhere on here that it's friendship, but it's definitely friendship colors. And but we don't have, not all of our kiddos live in the Friendship School District, so we try not to say that we're Tiger supporters, but we really are. And JJ, who's filming me, actually has on last year's Friday shirt, which I'll show you that. That's our last year's Friday shirt. The paw says it all. And again, our logos. So there we go. Thank you so much for coming on this tour with us. Again, I wish I could have taken you individually, but we're doing the best we can with virtual tours during this time. So thanks so much. Bye.